Hello. Okay, so today I'm going to talk to you about hydroxychloroquine and chloroquine. These are anti-malarial prescription drugs. So they're medications that are used normally in the treatment of malaria. And the reason why it's been in the news and all over the place is partially because, of course, recently the US president went out in public and said he's taking it as a prophylactic for coronavirus. So he's taking it to prevent himself from contracting coronavirus. Now, there's some research which I will talk about in a few minutes, but a few things you need to know beforehand. One, it's a prescription drug, which means you need to get a prescription from a medical doctor. It's a controlled substance for good reason. It can be quite dangerous, especially if you have pre-existing health conditions. Now, some of the side effects are fairly mild. You may get headaches or feel dizziness. You may have loose stool or cramping. But there are some very serious side effects you need to consider. One is that it can change heart rhythm, so it's quite dangerous for people who have heart disease. It can be fatal. Two, it may cause damage to the eye to the point of blindness. It can damage your ears, so it can cause hearing loss. It changes mood to the point in some cases of depression and suicidal thoughts. So these are very, very serious side effects. Usually when you're on these drugs, you have to go for regular testing to test your liver function and your kidney function, because it can have adverse reactions on those organs. So serious drug, and it's not something you should just trot out and go and pop because the President of the United States says so. Now, why are we talking about this drug? Well, the drug actually has some potential. There's some research that's happening right now because we think that perhaps maybe this drug will be able to either protect us from the virus or help us to fight the virus. Now, how does this work? Well, hydroxychloroquine and chloroquine are something called zinc ionophores. And a zinc ionophore is something that helps the mineral zinc to travel from outside of your cell through the cell wall into your cell. Now, why is this important? Why do we need more zinc inside our cells? Well, if we have a virus trying to replicate or grow inside our cells, what zinc does is it helps to stop that replication. So it helps to stop the virus from growing. So this is very interesting stuff. We can actually help our bodies to fight the virus and prevent it from spreading. All right. And the second thing that hydroxychloroquine and chloroquine can do is they can regulate the pH inside our cells. Viruses need a more acidic environment in order to grow and replicate. And these medications can change the pH balance to a more alkaline pH where the virus doesn't grow or replicate as efficiently. All right. So what can we do? Because I really don't want people to be running out and getting this very dangerous prescription drug just because. What are your natural options? So there are zinc ionophores that are naturally occurring in nature in our food, and there are, of course, natural supplements that can be used as zinc ionophores. So one of the natural zinc ionophores is an antioxidant. It's a plant flavonoid called quercetin. And quercetin can also do the same job of picking up the zinc and moving it into the cell to help with that prevention of viral replication. There's another antioxidant called epigallocatechin gallate, EGCG for short, and that also can act as a natural zinc ionophore. So that antioxidant can also help with moving the zinc from outside of the cell into the cell. And these are antioxidants, again, as I said, that are naturally occurring in nature through fruits, some vegetables, and of course, you can get them in a supplement form. So quercetin you can buy on its own. There's a company called New Roots Herbals, and they have something called a quercetin complex. So they have it in a capsule form, naturally sourced, and you can take something like that along with your zinc supplements. I usually recommend zinc glycinate as a supplement, because zinc glycinate has really good absorption, and again you can get it in capsule form. There are a couple of companies that I like recommending for zinc glycinate. One is the CanPrev company. They have a zinc glycinate in capsule form, and then Metagenics is a professional line from the States, and they also have a zinc glycinate in a tableted form. So those can be taken in conjunction with the quercetin, or if you want, you can actually purchase the EGCG ingredient, and again you can get that in an extracted form, so you don't have to drink loads of cups of green tea, because that's one of the major sources of EGCG. If you don't want all that extra caffeine, you can get it in an extracted form. It comes in capsules. There are a few companies that I like recommending. There's a Canadian professional line called AOR. They have an EGCG product called Active Green Tea, and that is a good source of that EGCG ingredient. Finally, the CanPrev company again has a product called Immunomulti, and that actually contains the quercetin, the zinc, and a number of other antioxidants in combination with a good level of vitamins and minerals that will help with supporting your immune health. So you can actually get everything in one single source. So if you wanted to take something preventatively, you can consider doing the quercetin or the EGCG extract, or as I mentioned, these complexes along with your zinc supplement as a preventative measure over the long term. And understand that they have not been proven to treat coronavirus, okay? So you cannot use this and think that this is an alternative to going to the hospital if you contract the virus. These are prophylactics, so these are trying to create an environment that's going to help your body fight the infection, or prevent the infection from developing. Okay, so protecting us from the viruses replicating. And then the last thing you need to remember, of course, is that pH balance. Easy way to regulate the pH or the acidity or alkalinity inside your cells: lemon water. Take half a lemon, squeeze it, put it into a glass of water, room temperature water, have it first thing in the morning. It's a great way to start alkalizing your body, so to regulate your pH and create an environment that's more alkaline, that's going to discourage those viruses from replicating. All right. So I hope this was helpful. If you like this video, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe, and yes, hit that notification bell so that whenever I post a video, you'll know about it. Thank you so much for listening, and have a wonderful day.